Hello and welcome to Anders Landai Go-Karting. We are here at Superone for round 10 of their championship. I believe they have rounds 11 and 12 to go and that's it. So we're at Whilton Mill. If you watch yesterday's video, you'll see that, yeah, it is what it is. Go and watch that video. It never worked out too well for us. So hoping today brings us better fortunes. We're going to mix our driving style up a little bit, because lads who we normally see racing at other events race very differently here. That's very obvious. Yeah, leave that there, and we're going to head out into qualifying. I'll get Jake on, do a quick intro, but then we're just going to go straight to qualifying. Camera's going on the car. We'll put the best of the action in there. So stay tuned. Here's Jake.
Okay, hello. I have literally just woke up at 8 o'clock because I was having a proper lie-in. So yeah, I was absolutely tired. So you can probably tell by my face and how I look. I've just woke up, and my dad's got me straight on the YouTube, not giving me any time to rest. And yeah, we're here for day 2, round 10 of Superone at Whilton Mill. It is the format today is no practice in the morning, straight into quali, 2 heats of final. So it should be pretty interesting. 4 races today. I just can't wait to get out there, to be honest. I mean, I hope I can qualify higher than I did yesterday, because my pace yesterday was top 6. I ended up qualifying 11th because I didn't manage it quite well. So hopefully I can manage to qualify where I should be, and then I can race where I should be, and then yeah, let's not get an exhaust ripped off today. Yeah, let's not get an exhaust ripped off today. Let's have a good day. Let's have a good day today. Anyway, next time you'll see me will probably be when I'm headed out for practice quali in 1 hour. So, well, for me an hour, for you lot about 10 minutes. So yeah, I will see you guys for quali.
Superone, round 10, qualifying. Let's go. Good luck, son.
Okay, hello and welcome to Anders Landai Go-Karting. We are here for round number 10 of Superone here at Whilton Mill. As we exit the pit lane now to start the qualifying session, as all got 77 in front there, goes off. We are behind Cassidy Southall there, as he just points us through to the inside. And now here we go, here's our best lap from qualifying here. We go through turn 1, hit the brakes, into the apex there, use all the runoff. Just missed that curve on the inside into here. Hold the brake to the apex, nice apex. Just skim the bottom of this curb. Use the line in the middle of the track to where you turn into that right-hander, into Ashby, brake, early apex. Use all of that runoff on the exit, and use a bit of that runoff on the entry here, as we slightly missed the apex there. But as we are behind Lewis Holt here, use that exit curb, late apex on that left-hander. As we go into the boot now, use all of that curb on the inside, and then hit that apex, run out wide, come back into here, hit the curb. You have a decent exit, use the curb on the exit, come across the line, and that was our fastest lap from qualifying. As even though we tried to improve with the likes of, Charlie Benson in front, Lewis Holt, Teddy, I think it was Teddy Cooper and Oliver Smith I was in the pack with here. As you can see in front, you can actually see in front, Oliver Smith ends up firing his teammate, Teddy Smith. He actually ended up firing him across the grass. I don't know why he did, but he did do it. As we go into the pit lane now for the end of qualifying.
Yeah, good job, mate.
Okay, we've just come in from qualifying now. We have qualified P8, only 3 tenths off poles, really nothing in it today. I was speaking to George Daniels when he told me where I was. He said if I gained half a tenth more, So say I had a better toe on my lap, then I'd have gone third. So there was really nothing in it. So the racing is going to be really interesting. Obviously, race pace is different to quali pace. You might be able to hook up one lap, but now you've got to hook it up, in a race. And yeah, it should be good. Kart's felt the best it's felt all weekend, so it's a good omen going into heat 1 now. Starting P7 actually, qualified P8, but Oliver Smith got a drop nose, so his best lap time deleted. He dropped to 19th, and yeah. So starting 7th on the start. We've got Drew Priesner behind me, so let's hope my exhaust can stay in one piece. As a joke. But yeah, should be a hopefully I can make a few positions, maybe get a top 5. Should be an interesting heat 1. Stay tuned.
I've just got in the pit lane, started raining, everyone's running for dries, it's chaos, absolute chaos.
Everyone's running for dries and running for
Drying, James.
What?
Stop it.
I hope it stops.
Go away.
You went Jesus quick that first, I was like...
But then carried on driving and was after it off on the top.
I was like...
Oh, I've lost count.
Harvey, lads.
Right, mate, listen. We're really low in the pressure. Yeah, but it's definitely going to work because it's not going to last all race, right? And track dries up mega quick, so as soon as the rain stops coming down, it's going to work. Either way, in these tyres, high pressure, you're either mega high or really low. Yeah, so we've gone really low. Just make sure that you throw the weight around the car because the tyres are soft. Yeah, so when you hit the brakes, it'll go right over the front. Yeah. It is what it is. If it starts drying up anyway, which is going to stop raining, it'll start to come fast, yeah? You go first. Do not lose your fucking head, mate.
Okay, as we leave the pit lane now to start heat 1 here, as you were on the wet tyres, as it rained about 10 minutes before we were meant to be out on track, so everyone was scrambling to get the wet tyres on, and most people managed to get their wet gearing on, but we were not able to do that in time. We decided we didn't have enough time. As here we go then on the started P7 here. We're going to have to go around the outside of turn 2, which is probably not the best thing to do in the wet. That's Drew Priesner, but up the inside that's also Lewis Holt there. Up the inside as we're going to file through single file into this corner, and that's Amy Peacock up the inside, and she almost spins out Lewis Holt there into Christmas. As you can see, it's definitely wet at the moment as we are going to launch that curve there on the inside. As yeah, it's definitely wet at the moment as we're going to just kind of defend our position from Amy Peacock behind as we go through into it. Now Kart 77 in front, who's going to go around take the outside line to get the exit speed. There's a Kart spun off on the exit there, and 77 is going to get up the inside of Amy Peacock, and we're going to follow him through on Amy Peacock up the inside, push her a little bit wide, and that's us up a position following Kart 77 through as we're kind of working together with him almost at this point in the race. Launch that curb, that chicane curb, the Kart killer, as I know my dad likes to call it, as we're going to hug the apex there. Kart 39 there in front, who has been fired off by Joe Murphy, Kart 94, as you'll have probably seen if you've seen his TikTok story. And now we're going to take the outside line here as Amy Peacock attempts up the inside, but we just get the exit speed on her because she did not manage to change her gearing as well. Well, as I don't think she did, judging off how her exit speed was in this race, about the same as mine, so I'm going to assume she didn't get it changed over in time. As we go through here, we're going to get up the inside of Alex into the boot. Yes, we can up the inside of Alex into the boot, smash that curve, and now we're back on the bumper of Kart 77 again, kind of working together with Kart 77 almost to just charge our way through the pack. As you can see, I'm pretty sure he is on the wet gearing, judging by how much he's gained on the exit. We try the outside line into Christmas to see if it's quicker on the dry gearing, but obviously finds out it's not because Amy Peacock goes through. And now we're going to brake on the inside of Ashby, go to the outside, and that's Kart 77 up the inside of Rory Hinckley in front. He's got that move done, and now that's Amy Peacock up the inside of Rory Hinckley as well. She's got that move done, so Rory's lost 2 positions in 2 corners. so that's not good for Rory. Kart 39 now has gone up the inside of us, and as we go into the boot here, we're going to try and get the position back from Kart 39. Rory Hinckley around the outside of Kart 77, can't get that move done. 39 now goes up the inside of Rory Hinckley, but Rory's going to hold that position as he did manage to get the wet gearing on. As you probably see by how he shoots off there from Kart 39 in front. And that is technical flag for Joseph Murphy, number 94 then, as up on the digiboard. So that means he'll have to come in as his rear bumper has one side of his rear bumper has come off, so it's hanging as he so it's scraping across the floor as he's driving along. And that's Amy Peacock that's Kart 39, sorry, he's got the move done on Amy Peacock. Bit of pod to pod rubbing there as we almost go up the inside of Rory Hinckley, but he closes that gap off as Kart 39's been pushed wide now. Rory Hinckley goes for the exit speed, as you can see here by the way he's taking the corner. Is he going to get up the inside into Ashby? No, it just doesn't work for him. He's going to follow Kart 39 through then, up the inside of Amy Peacock, as we're going to try and push Amy Peacock through, up the inside of Rory Hinckley now, as Rory just goes around the outside, and we're going to push Amy Peacock through. That's Kart 77, who's been spun round up in front. We push Amy Peacock through and Rory Hinckley, but Rory Hinckley in the wet gearing comes back at us. Can we follow Rory through on the inside of Amy Peacock? No, we can't. So we're going to settle in behind Amy Peacock. We've not lost and we've not gained a position there, as Amy Peacock now almost pulls alongside Rory Hinckley, but Rory on the wet gearing pulls away, and that's black flag for Kart number 94, Joseph Murphy, because he actually hasn't come in yet to serve his technical flag. So it was just like 4 laps later after he got it. So I'll give him the benefit of doubt, say he hasn't seen it, as we go up the inside of Amy Peacock and up the inside of Rory Hinckley. Double overtake into the left-hander. Brilliant move. There's Joe Murphy in front. You can see his rear bumper hanging off, scraping across the floor. And now he comes into the pits after he's got his black flag. But as we come around for the final lap of the race, and here is the fastest actual lap of the race, we on the dry gearing and the incredibly low pressures, we managed to bag fastest lap of the race here with a 58.1 or 58.3, I can't remember. You'll see the time at the end. As you come through here now, you can see it's basically dry now. Just a few corners on the track where it's still wet, like Ashby there, still a little bit wet. You can see we bog a little bit on the exit on the dry gearing, but not too bad, as you can see here, pretty much on the dry line. As we come through here now, we'll go to the outside here, as it's still quite damp there, but you can still see it's still decently dry. As we use the exit curb there, because that's now dried up and you can use it. As we go into the boot here, we use the curb on the inside, and we don't use this curb as it's dried up enough for us not to use it. And as we hop over that curb, come around the final corner, we're going to straight line it to the line over the checkered flag. Don't know exactly where we finished, but we've done fastest lap of the race. Unfortunately, we do get a drop nose, but that is the end of heat 1, and I will see you guys in heat 2.
Dad, that nose is awful.
Alright, we're here just after heat 1, sorry, and it's a disappointing one, P19 after a drop nose penalty, but overall it was P12 from P8. We had purple fastest lap of the race, a 58.1 on the last lap. I think it was actually by a decent margin, like a second or something. Obviously we were scrambling to get the wets on. It started raining, and then it was a nightmare, an absolute nightmare. But overall we got results. We got a decent-ish result, I'd say. I mean, it's not what we were hoping for, but hopefully I can make places in the next heat. We start back in 7th, so if it's dry for the next one, we go back to normal, and it's going to be a slippy dry, which is my best condition, I think, around here. So it has my best condition around most of the track, so it should be a decent race, and we can go forward. Yeah, hopefully we can go forward, and maybe even a top 3 if we can really put our foot down. But yeah, I will see you guys ready for heat 2.
I was like, I don't care, I'm going to the inside of both of them, I don't care.
P2, we're on slicks and it's starting to rain. It should be interesting. Stay tuned.
Gentlemen on the left telling them to slow down. If they on the right telling them to slow down. If they slow down any more, they'd be able to get out and walk it. But I know what he's.
Okay, as we come around the last corner here, we're now back on the slick tyres, but it's the go around as we go into Rory Hinckley there. And I thought I got a drop down at the time, but we did not. And as we're on the start now, we are up the inside of a lot of people here. Rory Hinckley's up into third. We're up into fifth here, behind Alex.
In the red suit, takes us round. Hayagriva Gogonath with a good start, moves up into second place. As the field runs up towards Christmas corner, Alex McCullum.
As you've just seen there, we went up the inside of Alex into Christmas, which we are going to do now. Up the inside of Alex, we run him a little bit wide, but we get that move done up into P4 in this race. And Rory Hinckley's going to challenge for P2 here. As Kart 15 in front of him goes defensive, he's pulled alongside to the outside. Is Rory Hinckley going to go for P2 in this race? Yes, he is. Rory Hinckley up the inside of Kart number 15. He's into P2, but we've been passed by Riley Bishop there.
Oh, we've got some ferocious helmet tapping there from the... what number's that on there? It's like 12, it's 92. We'll pick it out in a minute, but we've got some good moves going on through the boot. Up towards the first corner, Ryan.
Okay, as you saw on the stream there, as we go into the boot now, Drew Priesner up the inside into the boot. So we've lost 2 positions there, from 4th to 6th, but it's not the end of the world. We're still in 6th place, still a decent position. And so now we are going to try and follow Drew Priesner to get past Kart 15 in front. Is he going to go up the inside into Christmas? We'll have a look. He's on the bumper. He's going to go to the inside.
22, but it's definitely a 12. Move for 4th place is going to see Drew Priesner going down the inside of Hayagriga Gogonath. And then that's Jake Anders going all the way round the outside. Good start for Anders as he moves up into 5th place, but then gets levered wide by Hayagriva Gogonath, and that's going to allow the 42.
Okay, you saw the action there. It's Drew Priesner up the inside of Kart number 15. We're going to go around the outside of Kart number 15. I'm going to get that move done into Ashby. We're going to have to go defensive here because he's right on the bumper as he pushes us wide a little bit on the exit of Ashby's, but we still get the run. Pretty decent run out the corner, and we can take the racing line where they're all fighting behind, so we'll have a decent gap behind, and we're going to try and follow Drew Priesner up and through. But as you can see at this point, it's actually started to rain, and we're on slicks, so we're up the inside of Drew Priesner, up the inside of Rory Hinckley as well. But Rory Hinckley, you can see sliding everywhere. As you can see, it's started to rain now, and it's slicks in the wet. Luckily on the Friday I did do some slicks in the wet practice, so I was told, my dad said to come in on the Friday if it started to do slicks in the wet. I said no, I need to practice because this could happen, and it has happened. Slicks in the wet, I knew it could happen. As we're going to go to the outside line here, it's very slidey. Drew Priesner up the inside, but we're going to get the run and going to get back past him on the exit. And now you're going to take the curve on the inside. You can see Rory Hinckley up in front on the slicks in the wet. As we go to the apex, Drew Priesner back up the inside. That was very, very close, but Charlie Benson's took advantage of Drew Priesner bogging off the exit. Now Oliver Smith's gone through on us, so as you can see, one overtake, and all of a sudden we've lost about 5 or 6 positions, but it's actually started to dry up now. You can see it's actually started to dry up as we go into the boot. You can see it's the grip it's coming back for the slicks, so we didn't realise, because Rory in front was still on the wet line as well, so we just didn't realise it was drying up. And Oliver Smith now in front of us on the O plate, as it's still quite damp, you know, through turn 1 and 2. You're still taking the curb line. It's still damp, but it's not fully, you know, not exactly wet. As that's Teddy Cooper now up the inside. So the 2 Kiddix lads have gone past us, which is to be expected, to be honest with you. They are both absolutely rapid. As we are going now a pull alongside Teddy Cooper. How can we get the move done back on Teddy Cooper? We're going to go for the switch up the inside, but he just pushes us. But we're not really going to attempt to fight Teddy Cooper, because we know that he's not specifically my fight in this race. As we go into the boot now, you can see it started to rain again. It started to dry up, and now it started to rain again, and it was dry, as you can see, going into that left. Then we went into the boot, and all of a sudden it's wet, and you can see everyone is just struggling to get used to the track change, as Leon Barlow in front of us there also went off. Everyone just didn't see it coming, and that's actually the Battenberg flag. And Lewis Holt, as you can see on the right hand side there, actually comes alongside us and overtakes us under the Battenberg, which is quite annoying. You can see we get another drop nose there, which is a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. The bumper blocks were absolutely done on this nose cone.
Alright, we're here after Heat 2, and Heat 2 started really well. We got up to P4 at one point, from P7, and then we dropped back to P7, I think. And then we were and then it started to rain when we were in P7, and we were holding position behind Oliver Smith and Drew Priesner and Rory Hinkley and Charlie Benson, I think it was, I'm not so sure. And then it started to dry up again, so we were all going flat out. We went through the double left after Ashby's, completely dry, and then we went into the boot, and all of a sudden it was, wet, and pretty much everyone slid straight off. But because I think one of the better lads on my brakes, as in going later and harder, I went further, I went into the wall, and I had to get the kart back out, and ended up finishing P13. But I don't know where I was with the drop nose. I don't know where I ended up with it. It'll be up on the screen now, wherever I ended up. But yeah, I don't even know where we're starting this final, to be completely honest with you. I'm going to check my dad's phone now to see where we're starting. Again, that'll be up on the screen now, where we're starting. And yeah, on to the final, I guess. We just need to push like crazy in the final and try to get as many positions as we can. Let's see.
A final starting P16. Should be fun.
Jake Anders there in the 53, just moving to the side and just trying to get some final bit of heat in the tyres. We're away in racing, 9 minutes plus 1 lap on the clock as Ryan Rapini leads us through.
Okay, so here we go then for the final of round 10. We are starting, I think, P17, I'm pretty sure we were starting here. P16, sorry, as we are up the inside for turn 2 there. Lewis Holt, you can just about see on the outside. Kart 16 in front of us. Lewis Holt's going to go around the outside of a bunch of people there. Good move from Lewis Holt. As we're going to go to the outside of this 39, we've got, I think it's Jensen Powers, is it? On the 16 in front of us. And now we've got Lewis Holt in front of us, who we're going to try and work with this race to catch up. As we've got the 39 now on our, 74, sorry, on our outside. We are going to try and get that move back done on the 74. Can we go up the inside here? No, don't quite have the run, but we're going to be on the bumper going into the boot. Can we get the move done into the boot? We're going to lay on the brakes, up the inside into the boot. Great move. Lewis Holt fighting for position with Amy Peacock in front, and you can see very different conditions from the race before, where it was slicks in the wet, very dark clouds. Now the dark clouds have pretty much gone away, and it's no longer slicks in the wet. We are very much dry racing here, as we've got, I think that's Josh Parry in front of Lewis Holt now, as we're going to try and follow Lewis Holt through all the gaps. Lewis Holt, very aggressive overtaker, so I know for a fact if there's anyone you want in front of you to work with and follow through gaps, it's probably Lewis Holt. As we're going to try around the outside at Christmas, but we can't get that move done. Wasn't really a move that was ever going to work, really. And at this point, I don't know why Lewis defended there. I was very happy to just sit behind and work with him. But he has made a slight mistake there into Ashby, and I think we are definitely maybe the quick kart, but we were both pretty quick this day. We were both probably further down than where we should have been. So I was quite happy to work with him to get back up to where we should have been. As kart 39 now is defending from Lewis Holt like an absolute madman. Lewis Holt up the inside of kart 39. We can't quite get that move done. That's Alex on our outside now, but Alex gets pushed wide. 39 goes wide himself. We're gonna Lewis Holt made the gap for us, and we're gonna follow him through. And as I said before, we were working with Lewis Holt, and it's worked. We followed Lewis through, and now Lewis is going to go up the inside of this kid, but we can't quite follow him through. That's quite a hard move to get done. We're going to go around the outside then and try and go up the inside into there. No, that doesn't work, as Joe Murphy now goes through, as it just didn't quite work, the move we were trying. And now Joe Murphy, the number 94, who had the technical, we had the technical flag in the heat 1 and then the black flag. As we get another move on that Kart 15 round the outside, going into there, a bit of deja vu there, as we did the same thing in a different race. As now we've got Joe Murphy in front of us as we run a little bit wide there, probably not my best line going through there, as that is Leon Barlow there coming off the racing line as his Nasu fell off, so that is the technical flag for him. As Lewis Holt up the inside of Josh Parry doesn't get that move done, we're going to try and push Lewis Holt through on Joe Murphy. Joe Murphy hangs it around the outside beautifully there, and as we go into the left, we push Lewis Holt wide a little bit, and that's Joe Murphy onto my side pod, and that is a huge crash. As you can see, the GoPro is now just pointing up.
And we've got a Battenberg flag with 40 seconds on the clock. Quite a big one from what I'm told. Haven't seen it, and don't think we'll have a replay, but that's Jake Anders just being tended to with Riley Bishop. Amy Peacock was on the back of that, and that's Anders out, and a few others as well.
Okay, so this is about 10 minutes left to the video now, but that is the end of the race, and so I'm going to end my voiceover here. Thank you very much for watching, and that is the end of my voiceover. Enjoy the last 10 minutes of the video.
Jake, are you okay?
I'm fine with the car.
I'm not bothered about the car. I couldn't care less about the car, Jake. Are you alright? You hurt anywhere?
We'll have to take him to the medics. Carl, you come to the medics with me.
You need a hand or you have to spin your own way? Lewis, don't take this to Anders. Lewis, don't take this up to Preston.
Pretty sure that's not right. What's bit snap? That bit? That's bent.
The whole thing's bent, isn't it? It's twisted.
No, that's snapped. That's bent. No, but down here, the screw's bent.
Thanks Claire. That's it.
Yeah, I'm fine.
You may have to. Oh, it's broke just a mount.
Rad's fucked as well.
Yeah, I know Rad's fucked. Yeah. Is that all it is, Jay? Yeah. Isn't it? It's just the rad in it. Yeah, of course. We'll give Alan an hour.
How's the chassis?
Chassis was fine.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, you're there. Thank you.
See you later.
Thank you. Hey guys, you can see what went on in that last race. I'm hoping you've picked up the vibe of when I've been talking in this, on the two videos, the one from yesterday and the one from today, that yeah, it's a crash fest. I don't plan on doing any more rounds of this. I'll start off with the positives. I'll say it's really well organised, it runs on time, things like that, but the standard of racing is dangerous. Somebody's going to get hurt. Our teammate got flipped yesterday, fractured his shoulder. He's out for a long time, and just no accountability in the driving standards one bit. You can see what's just happened to us. Jake's okay, he's been checked over. We were driven over again, hurt his hand. It's actually driven over his hand, and yeah, I'm furious, to be honest with you. These guys here at Superone, they're going to get somebody hurt. There's no accountability. They can do what they want when they want. No penalties coming for anybody. You report stuff, nothing really out. Yeah, well, look at it. They don't. It's something. If they could just, the format is brilliant. The wet 2 days, all that, really good. But I'll tell you now, if you want to bring your junior driver here, I wouldn't. We are not returning to this championship. We will never race in this again as long as it's governed the way it's governed. I do not recommend this championship. There's lots more that I really want to say. I'm not going to call drivers out. Things happen. At the end of the day, we watch some of these lads race at JKC. They race completely different because they know at JKC there's accountability. You cannot get away with it. You will be hauled before the stewards and asked to explain yourself. Here, none of that, and I mean none of that. I'm lucky that my drivers got out of that in one piece, because we've never experienced anything like this before. It is the Wild West, and I better shut up talking really, because I'm probably, listen, I don't give a crap if Superone see this, to be honest, because we will not be racing with them ever again. It's a shame because the staff in the tent and stuff like that, they're all really nice people. It's just the stewarding of the racing itself. That's my only issue with it, which is the biggest issue really, because that's keeping our lads safe out there. I mean, Jake got out the car, he was in that much pain, and he's collapsed to the ground. They carried on racing, they didn't even red flag it, to check that the driver was okay. It happened yesterday, and our guy got flipped. It's like a lap and a half before a red flag came out. You think, what are they doing? The medical staff were brilliant. The guys in the ambulance, amazing people. They were really good with Jay. They've checked him over, given the all clear. He's obviously sore, but yeah, I'm pretty furious, to be honest. So I'm going to bow out. I'm going to let Jake finish the video off. Yeah, we won't be back here again. So thank you for watching. Stick around now. Jake will give you his feelings on it. But yeah, is what it is. It's racing. You can just say whatever you want to say, man.
Yeah. So pretty much continuation from what my dad said. Going into the second left of that double left, and he's I won't say his name. Because out of respect, I won't say who it was. But I mean, if you've watched the video, you'll probably know who it was. So I won't call him out on it. He's trying to hang it around the outside, never ever gonna work. And I've got a car on my left as well. Again, I won't mention his name, but he didn't do anything wrong, not his fault. He actually got collected in it as well. So yeah, it was a car on my left. I had a car on my right, and the car on the right tried to hang around the outside, wasn't really gonna work. Probably should have backed out. Didn't back out. Went over me and then into Ralphie Bransco. I will mention his name because he didn't do anything wrong. Not his fault. Yeah, straight over me into Ralphie Bransco. Me and Ralphie end up out the race, and I think he carried on in the end. I'm not too sure. Just the standard of racing at Superone. There's just some absolute tools here. Some absolute tools. That driver's one of these, kind of known for it, to be honest. I won't say who it was, but from how many times I've raced with him, he is known for it. So, it doesn't really surprise me, but it is what it is, I guess. We have to move on. But yeah, to back up what my dad said, the championship is run great, the format's great, stewarding is shocking, and it needs MSUK. Now it really, really needs MSUK. The stewarding is like, the stewards may as well be blind. Unless it's a drop nose, the stewards may as well be blind. I don't think there was a single penalty, maybe one or two, for gaining an unfair advantage by contact. And there was people some kid got flipped. My teammate Jackson Lane got flipped. And then some other kids were getting taken out, left, right and centre. It's shocking. And it needs MSUK, right now really. It really needs MSUK to do something about this championship, because otherwise it's just dangerous. It's just dangerous to racing. It's actually dangerous. I will never be back here ever again. Never. That's the end. That'll be the end of this video, though. I hope you guys have enjoyed the crash fest of Superone, Super Crash, and yeah, that's the end of the video, and we'll see you guys whenever we're back out on track.